What's going on, y'all? What's the deal, man? I'm back like I never left before. The reason why I got this whole little marathon t-shirt on is because this morning I raced up the John Hancock building, 94 flights of stairs. Just doing it to try to keep myself in better shape and test my limits physically and just try to get myself in much better shape. I ain't been eating right, so I got to get back in the gym. So, VladTV is a problem. He is definitely a problem. Somebody gonna hurt that man. And listen, when I say this, I'm not advocating for someone to hurt him. I'm not wishing that upon him, but he gotta be careful because he's tiptoeing on a line that I really think he don't want to tiptoe on. I don't think he really want to be in a fire that he thinks he does. People saying Vlad want all the smoke. Vlad don't really want no smoke. He's only doing what he's doing because he feels like he has the say-so of a lot of black men in the community, which is giving him courage to do what he's doing. I'm talking about this incident with Terry Crews. So for those who don't know, majority of the people know, Terry Crews was groped. He admitted to being groped by a man, got his penis grabbed by somebody in the entertainment industry some years ago. And he says he didn't retaliate out of fear that his career would be at risk. He would never be able to have a prosperous career where he could feed his family doing something that he loved doing. In my opinion, me personally, if somebody grabs my penis, I don't care if my wife is there or not. His wife was there. Some people like, especially in front of your wife. Me personally, my wife don't gotta be there. You know, my significant other don't gotta be there. She don't gotta be nowhere around. You grab my penis, I'm swinging off you. And I'm knocking you out. That's just me. And I understand the fear of you saying, my career may have never popped off. Nobody probably would have gave me a chance if I would have did this too. If I'd have swung on or assaulted a big time movie producer or whatever. Me personally, I would have sat my family down and my kids down and I would have said there are things worth much more than money, and my dignity and my pride as a man is worth much more than having lucrative funds. And that's just me, right? But whatever, he had his own reasons for why he didn't do it. So be it. My problem comes into play because DJVlad has, after his interview with DL Hughley, DL had basically said that God gave Terry Crews muscle so he could say no. Like he should have smacked the mess out of him. So him and DL had a back and forth about the whole situation. Since that moment, Vlad has brought it upon himself to insinuate that Terry Crews could possibly be gay, and he's brought it up in several interviews with other people outside of DL Hughley to try to bait them into saying that Terry is gay. He's basically bringing up his thoughts and then trying to like get them to like agree with him on that statement. Like he's trying to bait them to say, yeah, I agree with that. Like Terry probably is gay. Terry probably did some gay stuff in the industry. Now this is my problem with it. For one, if a person on their own says that they think Terry is gay or living a homosexual lifestyle, okay, that's them saying that. But for Vlad to try to put that in their mouth or try to bait them into saying that continuously, like, that's a problem. Because you're basically trying to call this man, you're basically trying to call him a homosexual. You're insinuating that he is. And then trying to put it in the mouths of other people, trying to put what you feel on other people. Again, if a man feels like that by himself, then so be it. But don't try to get other people to agree with what you're saying in hopes of starting drama between them people doing the interview and Terry Crews. Because to me, that's cat-like. That's some clown stuff to me, in my opinion. And Vlad playing on this because he knows that most black men do not stand behind homosexuality, so he gonna try to clown on Terry to get more views and to get interactions back and forth with other celebrities and Terry to make his channel expand and make that topic grow. And I know what he's doing. And you know, he's gotten some individuals to like even Godfrey said, I don't know, that's a dangerous type of label to like put on that man. Like you can't just say that because he didn't do nothing. Yeah, you could say, all right, he didn't stand firm as a man in that situation. He should have did something differently. And while Terry plays in some roles and acts in some roles that I wouldn't play in, me myself, I wouldn't do. For you to be trying to spread a propaganda that, or for you to spread your ideologies on other men to try to get them to say the same thing, to try to cause conflict between the men, that's a problem. That's a problem. And again, too, you got black men that he trying to pit against each other. I'm like, Vlad, why you keep, every time you do an interview with somebody from now on, you keep everybody in the entertainment industry, you keep trying to, you don't bring up the topic of just sexual assault. That's fine in the entertainment industry. You can bring that up. But you try to place your projections of what you think about Terry on other people and try to get them to come out and say that they think Terry is gay, or you want them to say, yeah, Terry got to be gay. He got to do some gay stuff or homosexual. Something had to go on. And that's where that line gets tricky. And this is my problem with Vlad right here. This is what happened. So when Terry had, when Vlad was talking and did these interviews, Terry saw it, of course. You keep insinuating that a man's gay, and he gonna respond. So he responded and he said that he got, like, basically saying Vlad must get aroused or something, like talking about him so much and talking about that situation. Why he keep talking about it. And so Vlad said something like, well, only one of us had on Mary J. Blige boots in a purse or whatever. Again, another thing that I would not do. As a man, I wouldn't do that. But he brought that up, but the way he did it, only one of us got on boots and a purse or whatever. Whether you think that is manly or not, whether you think that's manly or not, that's your own thing. My thing is, Vlad trying to play tough, talking slick to Terry, trying to like antagonize Terry, when I know I heard Rick Ross and them beat that man up, got down on him, and whooped on Vlad. And he trying to talk slick and play gangster because he knows that he feels that most black men gonna back him up and give him the confidence to talk slick to Terry because they think that Terry is gay, or they think Terry, was a participant in something that is what is considered homosexual activity, or they feel like Terry should have stood down as a man or stood firm as a man. So he think that he gonna have a lot of the backing of a lot of black men. So black men gonna keep clowning Terry. So he gonna keep trying to play this role like he Debo. Vlad, I'm looking at Vlad like, Vlad, you the main one to sue when somebody do something to you. And I don't care if you think Terry is gay or not or whatever, whatever you think about Terry. Even if you think he is gay, gay dudes still can fight though, right? Like, I know Terry, even though you can say, oh, he didn't do nothing to the record, the entertainment guy that grabbed him, I know he'll smack five from Vlad and choke the living life out of Vlad. Like, I know that. So my problem is that Vlad is trying to play tough and play, he's trying to play slick and talk crazy when I know he don't do it to all these other rappers that talk crazy about him. Joe Budden and me talking crazy about him, all he'll say is, I don't know why Joe doesn't like me. I don't know why he has a problem with me. And, you won't never engage in a back and forth on the internet with them. So that's my problem. You trying to pick and choose to do it. And I know why, because he knows that most black men gonna back him up and he feels empowered by that. So he gonna keep trying to play this back and forth game with Terry, but he wouldn't do it with other people. And to me, he keep trying to pit these black entertainers, these black celebrities against each other. Like, come on, fam, that's clown-like to me. That's clown-like. Whether you agree with how Terry responded or not, it don't matter. That's clown behavior to me. And I remember when Vlad interviewed the dude that killed Bankroll Fresh. Like, Vlad, what the hell are you doing interviewing a man that killed that other man on here? That man's family probably could be viewers of your content, and you bring in the man that killed him on an interview to hear his side of the story for what? What, man? Like, why are you doing that? Why are you bringing the guy that killed this hip hop artist on this platform? I think the guy must make music too or whatever, but why are you doing that? What is your purpose in doing that? What were you going to get out of that interview? Of interviewing a guy that killed the other rapper? Like, see stuff like that? that's when I know it's like that man's that's a danger. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I should have knew better then to be like all engaged in that type of content. Like I should have knew better. Like, but I'm looking at that like, what is his whole MO? What do he be on with this? What are you trying to get out of this? You trying to start a war? You trying to get this person to, like, with that situation with Bankroll Fresh, the dude that took Bankroll Fresh life, when he interviewed him, what were you trying to do? I don't know. But he could have said something that could have triggered other people to find where he at if they don't already know where he at. And it caused a whole type of mess and war going on. So it's like what's your motive, bro? Like, and that's what I don't get. You know, like I said, man, Terry Crews plays in roles I wouldn't play. Me personally, I would have knocked foul with the dude. I would have knocked him out. He touched me. He touched my penis. Like, that's just me. I'm not that type of guy, you know. But whether people agree with how Terry responded or not, Vlad out here trying to throw stones. He's the type to throw stones and hide his hand. And I don't respect a man that does that type of behavior. You gonna throw stones? Don't sue when you get beat up, when you get choked out and all that. Don't do that now. Like, that's what I don't like. You trying to antagonize a person. You know, you trying to suggest that they be gay. That's foul to me. You trying to put it in the head to get these other people to say that this man is gay, to stir up views and stir up a mass hysteria on your page to draw up. You already got a whole bunch of viewership. So to me, to suggest that is a slippery slope. You know what I mean? You got to be careful. Even from the side of lawsuits, on the side of Terry Crews' part, or the side of physical violence. Because at that point, now other people have done it, but ain't no, like, D.L. Hughley, threatened D.L. Hughley. Not many celebrities have openly, like, try to, like, poke at that man and say, oh, you trying to attack him and his sexual orientation at that point. So you don't know how he gonna respond to that, or how his people or whoever he be with, they see you outside, how they might respond to that. My problem is Vlad playing tough with Terry, but he won't play tough with Rick Ross or nobody else that call him out on these issues. He don't say nothing crazy about none of these other rappers. He don't try to go back and forth, stand toe to toe. He trying to do that because he think that black men gonna back him up and help clown Terry with him. Because I don't think that he see Terry as a big man. He don't really think Terry a punk. He think because other black men think that Terry is a punk that he can get away with it. That's not Vlad thinking that Terry's a punk. He think because other black men think that he can say what he wants to Terry. He can get any man to get down on Terry at this point. Because he know that in the black community, black people, black men do not look at homosexuality. Most black men don't look at homosexuality in a favorable light. So he gonna use that as ammunition to keep attacking Terry to stir up drama. So I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So Vlad can't fool me with that. Like I know I see right through that. And he better be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all can talk all that. He ain't do nothing to the entertainer all he want to. Terry's still a big man. And I'm without a doubt, I believe Terry will beat the mess out of Vlad. You know what I'm saying? So he got to be careful. Same way. And Vlad then got real comfortable doing that. You know, a lot of people, you know, some outsiders, outside of the hip hop culture, this ain't even hip hop, this entertainment culture. I can't even say that. But Vlad then got so comfortable. So even in hip hop, that's why he did that Bankroll Fresh, the interview with the dude that killed Bankroll Fresh. He gets so comfortable being in hip hop culture, he start feeling like he can say and do everything he want to do. And you, my friend, have to be careful. And that's just not with just because Vlad is a Russian. Even black people, like, in regular interviewers, you got to be careful. But I'm saying, a lot of people outside of the hip-hop culture, sometimes they get a little comfortable and start feeling like they can say this and say that. And Vlad, like I say, Vlad, I remember when other people have said things about you, you let it ride, you let it slide. You know what I'm saying? But now, because you feel like people going to be on your side with Terry, against Terry, you trying to talk tough and jump out bold now. And yeah, he got to be careful, man. He trying to start some stuff, and that's destructive. That's my opinion, y'all. Peace.